It's a little past noon here, so is it safe to say that President Moon has arrived at the state guest house yet?
Right, before we get to that, Jiyoon, they say the third time's a charmer. And the first meet and greet by the leaders of the two Koreas today, held at the Sunan International Airport in Pyeongyang, was not as much surprising and as dramatic as the ones that we've seen with the first handshake between the two leaders back in April over the exchanging it over the demarcation line back in April. So a lot of the reporters here at the main press center were a bit more calm this time. And as many had anticipated, the leader Kim and his wife made a surprise appearance at the Sunan International Airport a little after 10 this morning upon President Moon's arrival. And by now, as you have just asked, President Moon has arrived at the Baekgwawan State Guest House, where the former South Korean presidents have stayed during their visits to the regime. And the president will soon head to Ongryugan, a famous restaurant in the north, and afterwards will head into his first round of talks with leader Kim. Now, the details of which are still unannounced. We don't know who will be attending the summit or where the summit will take place. All we know is that the time for that meeting is slated for 3:30 p.m. to 5 later this afternoon. So we will have to keep a close eye on that from the north. Jiyoon?
All right, so many unknowns still, but Se-min, as much as we would like to know every detail of the summit and President Moon's stay there, the most important matter is what the leaders come out of their at least 2 rounds of meetings in Pyongyang with. What do you have on that?
Jiyoon, it's no exaggeration to say that no South Korean president has so far come this far with the North Korean leader in modern Korean history. I mean, already having President Moon Jae-in sit down with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un 3 times already this year alone. And the fact that the denuclearization has come up as the summit agenda for the meeting between the two leaders of the Koreas for their talks today and tomorrow in Pyongyang, it's a major development on the diplomacy of the North Korea with North Korea. But at the same time, there's a burden that comes along with multiple summits. But first, here's the senior presidential secretary for the press release this morning.
The president said we are at a stage of institutioning peace from the routine of the threat of war. We are looking to earn peace, an irreversible and a lasting peace in the region. We aren't looking for declarations or adding more agreements. Instead, we are moving forward a new era based on the agreements made.
So again, an important 3 days we're looking at, especially as it's just a couple of days before President Moon is to attend the UN General Assembly in New York, in which the president is set to hold talks with his U.S. counterparts on the sidelines. Expectations are high that the leaders will come out of their meeting today and tomorrow with some concrete answers and some more direct plan in carrying out the promises they made back in April. And of course, we won't know until later. So, Jiyoon, back to you now.